Hi, we're going to look at a system of three equations with three variables. Before we do anything with these, I like labeling them so I know what I'm talking about later. Makes it a little less confusing. Now, I can try and eliminate any variable that I want. I like trying to find the least amount of work to get there. In this case, I think maybe trying to eliminate x might be that route. So let's try and do that. So if I want to eliminate x's in, let's talk about these two. So I have 3x, I have 3x. One of those needs to end up being a negative. So I need to rewrite them, and one of them needs to have a negative one being multiplied to it. So let's start off with equations 2 and 3. We're going to change number 3. So 2 and 3. 2 stays the same. 3x minus 5y, 4z, and negative 13. I want to multiply negative 1 to everything here. And remember, it goes to x, y, z, and that number after the equal sign. So why am I multiplying everything by negative 1? Because when I eliminate my 3x's here, now a positive and negative, they'll cancel out with each other. So they disappear. Everything else, let's combine like terms. Negative 8y, 10z, and negative 4. We now found equation number 4. Okay? I now need to find equation 5 by using equation 1 paired up with one of these. I don't really care which one we use. I think I'm going to use maybe equation number 2. And what I have to change this x, because remember, we canceled out x's. I want my x's to cancel here. I want my 3 to turn to something. This time, I'm going to multiply by a 2. When I do that, that gives me a 6x. I already have a negative 6x. Things are going to work out with that. Okay, so let's rewrite. Equation 1 stays the same. Equation 2, we're now going to multiply everything by 2. So we're going to get 6x minus 10y, 8z, negative 26. So again, first we did equations 2 and 3. Now we're doing equations 1 and 2. We want to try and hit every one of those, and one of the numbers are going to get repeated. Okay, so elimination. 6x, negative 6x, goodbye. We canceled out x's first. We canceled out x's in the second one. We like that. Now everything else, we've got negative 5y plus 7z equals negative 1. We now found equation 5. We need to do this process all over again, this time with equations 4 and 5. So let's rewrite 4 and 5. Okay, I need to cancel out either y or z. Don't really care which one, but there's going to be a bit of math that we're going to have to do to both of these equations. So let's cancel out y's. What's a number that 8 and 5 both go into? 40. So I'm going to take this top problem. What's going to turn this 8 to a 40? Well, I can multiply everything by a 5. What's going to turn the bottom 5 to a 40? I'm going to multiply by an 8, but I still have a little bit of a problem because they're both negative numbers. One of them needs to be a positive, so I'm going to multiply that by a negative, so this will end up turning positive. Now, we got to do this again. So I'm going to rewrite them down here. 4 and 5, our new versions. We're going to have negative 40y, 50z, and negative 20, positive 40, negative 56, and 8. Now, when we eliminate, our y's disappear. our z's. End up with negative 6z and negative 12. Divide negative 6, get away from that z. Z equals positive 2 now. Okay, we came up with one answer. Now we need to work our way back to the beginning and figure out our other x's and y's. So I want to take this number and plug it in into 4 or 5. In this case, I think I'm going to use 5. Does it really matter? No. So negative 5y plus 7 times 2 equals negative 1. Negative 5y plus 14. Inverse operations, starting with adding and subtracting, minus 14. Negative 5y equals negative 15. Divide. Y equals 3. Hooray. We need to take z and y and come all the way back to the beginning now and substitute it into either 1, 2, or 3. 3, 2. Let's pick equation 1. So negative 6x, 5. My y is 3. Minus my z was 2. All right, inverse operations, move the 13, then move the 6. So moving the 13, subtract, divide, x equals negative 2. Hooray. My final answer is going to be a coordinate, x comma y comma z, negative 2, 3, 2. And that's solving a system of 3 equations with 3 variables.